Hey everyone, this is Senior Stationery, and today's review I'm gonna look at the Staedtler 502 lead pointer. So Mr. Legoman, thank you for pointing me the Staedtler lead pointers. Let me show you. The reason I have two lead pointers from Staedtler is to show you the difference between the vintage ones and the most current one. And see the minor, if at all, any differences. What do they have this in different? Well, this is an earlier one. This is a up to the 1990s one, but this was pretty much the model since around the 1970s. Not sure if even the 60s, but at least from the 1970s, German made. This has the light blue tone, which you can appreciate, as well as if you see on the top, you can notice it says Staedtler 502 Germany. You have the two sizes to measure your point if you want it very sharp or not so sharp, and the cleaning fabric area to clean your dust. And so basically you can see it's pretty much straight lines for gripping area, for when you hold it and you point your pencil to slide it and get your point. On the bottom there's nothing, no differences, nothing, just a hole. If we pop it open, there. If we look inside, you may appreciate that it has a plastic middle section, and the blade is on the inside and it's fixed. You cannot change it. Basically, if you ever finish this lead pointer, or you don't get any more sharp points, you need to substitute it or get another one. So I found this on a vintage stationery shop. I searched all the way around through several shops, and they all carry only the new one, as this one has become very rare. So I was pretty lucky to find this old stock one, which I want to keep for myself, as for collectors, as I like to collect some of vintage stationery. So this is pretty nice. I mean, this is prehistoric, a very long-lasting, and the most famous one. If you think of a lead pointer, you think of this one, the blue one with the black lid, which is the Staedtler. As many other makers have made lead pointers like this one, but they have stopped since many years ago. Barrel used to make their turquoise line. Faber Castell also used to make one, and they stopped. Rotring also used to make one. Lira, I believe they did not. Stabilo, I believe they did not. And not so many made. I mean, mostly it was the Germans who made this kind of lead pointers. So, and the most common and the ubiquitous one will be this one, the Staedtler. So this is a vintage one up until the 1990s. There are some that have, instead of straight ridges, some have sort of like steps, like pointy I don't know if it's like rectangular or kind of like escalated. Those I think are even older ones. Those are how you can tell the age, as this one, I believe this one's like from around the 1990s, because on the inside I saw some inner markings that said ABS plastic and other ecological markings. So this is a more newer one, but it's still dated, as they don't make this one anymore. Now the current one is this one, the dark blue one. Staedtler started sometime around the 2000s releasing items and adopting the darker blue tone, as in the past they used to be pretty much the light blue tone from the other one. So now they've got this whole dark blue. You can see some lighting. It looks a little lighter, but it's navy blue. If we look on the bottom, well, it's pretty much the same. It has a hole like the light blue one. It's very dark blue. On the top it has the same. You get the measurement for the sharper and for the less sharpening area. This is the one that I use currently, so that's why it has the cleaning pad more dirty. And over here on the top it just basically says Staedtler 502, doesn't say China or anything, so that's how you can tell the older one, as the older one says Germany. And it has the same opening, same size. What I've noticed is basically this lead pointer works the best or more. I mean, obviously with Staedtler products, it was made and designed for Staedtler products. I've also noticed that for Faber Castell lead pointers it works pretty good, perfectly well. You don't snap the lead. But considering other lead pointers from other brands or unknown ones, I cannot guarantee you they will fit. You should probably try to check if these fit well or not previously to using them. So I suggest you to, if you're in a shop and you're unsure and not possess either a Faber Castell or a Staedtler pointer, you check it first if you buy this one, because maybe if you don't have one of those brands, your lead pointer will not fit. Say for example, I know for sure that Lyra lead pointers do not fit. I know that big Criterium lead pointers do not fit. I don't know if the Uni Mitsubishi lead pointer fits or not, nor the Prismacolor turquoise. I'm not sure if that one fits or not, neither other brands. So you just make sure previously to buy one to make sure if it works or not. So now let's make a little quick test so you can see, and also teach you how to use them if you're not aware of how to use these. To use the vintage one, I'm gonna use this vintage Staedtler 788 lead pointer. This is a vintage new old stock I found also, which is pretty nice. This is what it used to be up until the early 90s. It just said Staedtler 788 and Germany. So pretty simple. And the clip has changed. This is the older one. The older one had Germany over here on the top. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you see there on the line, it says Germany. And the Staedtler Trojan was printed over here on the top. On the newer ones, they have it over here on the bottom of the clip. And also newer ones have Mars Technico over here printed. So this is a pretty older one, but it's a very good new old stock. So I'll use this one for this, the vintage one. And for the current dark blue one, I'm gonna use a current. This is a current and currently sold Staedtler 780 Mars Technico. So this is the metal grip one counterpart. So I'll use this one for this one. So let's see the difference. I'm gonna snap the point so you can see how to use it, and we can adjust it as well. Let's see. Okay, so I have snapped the lead, as you can see. It's pretty much snapped. How do we use this? Okay, I want a pretty sharp point, so I'll use this hole. What we do is I point over here the lead, I drop it, I open it, I let it drop until it stops, and then from here I grasp it. As you can see, this is the size I got. So now I'm gonna use the pointer. I put it all the way down till I feel like it has snugly. Okay, and now I twist it. Okay, it's kind of stopped here, so I believe when it stops or you find it kind of harder to twist, you already have a fairly point tip. So let's see. Okay, I think it needs a little bit more, so let's give it more twists.